Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a quick look here, of course, at Rune once more. I get a lot of requests for this one. We have a short open as well, so it makes perfect sense. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about potential for pullback, how much further up it could go, and just kind of really help understand best practice for situations like this. We do take a look, though, at Elliott Wave. It is suggesting we are going to see a pullback here soon if this is the top. Again, the emphasis is on the word if this is the top. We don't truly know where the top is going to be, but after a period of consolidation here, this may not be the top. We'll double check that and talk about potential here and obviously help understand what's going to happen next. But if you are new to the channel, thanks again for joining me here. Hope you learned something here today. If you want to become part of our premium group here, we got some awesome trades. Took some nice healthy profits from Injective, 202%, and a recent short here at about 40% from Solana here recently. But the truth is, when it comes to this coin, it's one of those coins that's extremely volatile. And if we take a look at how much overextension it has right now, it's extremely high. In other words, we've been over 70 on the RSI since October 23rd. So that's about 10, 11 trading days worth of time frame. That's quite a lot because if you look at its history, anytime it's been up above 70 on the RSI, it usually only spends about a week or two tops. We're getting close to the max amount of time that it can be up there. But you got to understand too, the potential for this coin is extremely high. But just note, just because it's done this before in the past doesn't mean it's going to do it again. You also need to recognize that too. It has potential, yes, but once more, it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to hit those all-time highs. We got to break a lot of resistance before we do that. So let's talk about that. Okay, so if we take a look at this current level here, this current line that I have drawn out, this was a pretty strong resistance level on the daily at about $3 even. Okay, so with us being above that level here so far today, I wouldn't say that's concerning, but that does cause give us pause for consideration to note that, hey, if we close above that level today, that might be the new low, okay? Because again, breaking through a key level resistance, we can see here the last 3 days, we've been trying to break through and haven't, and finally did today. Okay, so that really just tells us that the likelihood of the price staying on this side of the tracks is pretty high, and it might be worth considering closing your short position if you have one open, right? Again, at least I'm considering that myself. We're not too much in the red here, but it might be worth looking at. So let's talk about a few other things too. We're above the moving averages, all good there. Take a look at the 4-hour here. We have a nice little ascending trend here running concurrent with the 20 and the 50-day SMA. Okay? So the truth is that we haven't broken this trend line yet. So until we do, we can expect the price to continue to go higher. We can also see here on the RSI that the RSI is getting closer to 70, and that's a potential rejection point. But we do have a recent convergence in the MACD here, leading me to believe that we could very well see this leg up again here moving forward. So in a lot of ways, this coin is exuding some significant strength. And what we want to double check here is the volume. We do have one large volume spike here, but in general, the volume has been decreasing a little bit. It's below that moving average. Unless we start seeing this kind of volume here, I would say that we don't have super major concern here. But once more, breaking through that key level resistance at $3 even, it's a pretty big deal. Oftentimes, it'll come back down to retest that level and continue higher. So we should expect this price to go up before it comes back down. It's probably the best way to go. Now, taking a look quickly at the 1-hour time frame, we can identify a few key factors too, such as the Ichimoku cloud. We are officially on the right side of tracks here. So this is telling us a lot about where this coin is at in the most recent past. So let's go ahead and just talk about this here. Lag and span's free and clear. We've got another 12 to 24 hours before you may want to consider closing your position if you have a long open. Conversion lines above the baseline, that's awesome news, and we're steadily staying above the cloud itself. So even though we broke below here previously, now that we're back up above, we can approximate and assume that this coin is going to stay here. Okay? So to me, I think that $3 right now would be a good consideration for a long position, or a place in which you may want to consider closing your short if you have one open. Once again, it really just depends on your average entry. Our average entry is closer to $3, so I'm not super concerned with having to close that. I'm going to pay close attention to it, but it definitely looks like it wants to continue higher and start surging further. I didn't think we took a look at liquidity. Let's see here. There was a previous liquidity level here that has been swept. So that's been swept. We can assume that $3.10 could be the new support as well. Coincidentally, the price wicked back down and hasn't looked back since. So a lot of reasons why the price action should continue higher, but a lot of times these upper liquidity sweeps will result in the price pulling back too. But there's a lot of reasons why this coin is going to stay where it's at and potentially consider it going higher based on a lot of things we just looked at here so far. So the statistical probability of price going up is higher than it is to go down right now. Okay? Just keep that in mind. Absolutely looking like it wants to continue higher. So just be careful and cautious in how you approach this coin, and obviously make sure that you are, yeah, you treat it with a lot of respect, if that makes sense. Okay, again, be sure to use low leverage, low position size if you're going to trade a coin like this, at least right now where it's at. It is due for a correction, yes. Keep in mind, we do have potential for the price to pull back. But if it does end up breaking this level, we're in a position where it's going to probably continue to go much further. So just be aware. Still more bullish than bearish on this coin here right now. Okay. All right. Hope that makes sense and I described that correctly. Good. Comment below, like, subscribe, follow. Really appreciate any kind of help you can provide for us. Jump on over to our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord if you want to consider taking a look at some of our, well, I pretty much provide updates on everything that I review. Furthermore, too, if you're curious about our premium group, if you're considering joining, we do have a few slots left available. I provide the results of my leverage trades. You can see majority of them are 5x unless I'm doing 10x Bitcoin. Okay? So just be careful and cautious in how you trade is all I ask. Once again, thanks so much for joining me here. We have a great rest of the day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.